And she's focusing on getting the deep color right in the crease and then kind of blending out.
And then going over again with my lighter color. There we go. From there, I need to apply some eyeliner. This is a new one. Just a little tip, don't share eye makeup with people. So that includes your mascara, your eyeliner, your eyeshadows are generally a little bit better, but
If you have your own brush or like a Q-tip or
yes.
a clean thing.
Always clean it off if somebody else is going to use it. Never share mascara or eyeliner. Okay, sorry. From here, we're going to pull the lid, and I usually use a pencil. I find that's a little easier to use than a liquid. If you're really great at liquid eyeliner, go for it. I am not. It's a little bit more forgiving. You're going to pull the lid, close your eye, and get as close to the lash as possible. I like to work from the outside in and just kind of connect the dots.
And an easy way, if you feel like you don't have the steadiest hand, instead of going for just making one line, Colleen's doing like little dashes and kind of working her way in. And with a pencil, that really works. And it's, again, different than everyday makeup. It's going to be a little bit thicker, so that works pretty well.
You're going to extend the line for you guys, for the Junior Company. You're just going to extend it just a little bit past the eye, getting it a little thicker towards the outside of the eye, thinner towards the inside. To the bottom lash, you're going to do the same thing, just little dashes right alongside and on the inside of your eye.
This it helps if the girls to look up.
Yep. And keeping their eyes open for this portion.
And you don't want to, you want to make sure it doesn't get too thick towards the inside of the eye, because then it'll make their eyes look a little smaller instead of bigger, which is what we want.
And then you can always just blend it a little bit with your finger, and that's it. Going just a little past the eye.
So it would be helpful too for the girls to start kind of putting together their own little makeup bags. And this will be helpful for other competitions and just so they get in the habit of having their own things if we do need to do any touch-ups. Target has a line of really cheap makeup. I think it's ELF, ELF, or Wet n Wild is another one. It doesn't really have to be great makeup for stage makeup.
No.
Because you're not wearing it every day. It's just once in a while.
Okay, so we do have a dark eye. I don't want you to be scared. That's good. Because again, from on stage, it's not going to look this dark, and they're just going to look like they didn't just crawl out of the basement for the first time in 4 months. Okay, and last thing, or not last, but for the eyes, just a coat of mascara. Have the girls look up. It's a little scary for them to have somebody else do it, especially. Be liberal, go from the tip or the base to the tip. And make sure you get those little portions right on the edges and the insides. And the bottom as well. Don't forget that. I just go over once or twice, and then I use my finger to kind of spread it out so it doesn't get those spider clumps.
Noticing my cat in the background. She just wants in on the action.
All right, we're almost done. So if you got any marks of mascara, just go over it lightly with your finger or Q-tip. Not a big deal if it's not noticeable.
Again, we're looking at the girls from off stage, so if things aren't perfect, it's okay.
Oops. All right, for lips for the junior company, I'm gonna put this on first because my lips are a little chapped. We're gonna do a light pink or a dark pink. Sorry. You're gonna apply a chapstick first, just in case it is a little bit drier out. So the cracked lips aren't gonna show as much. They don't need liner. Oops. Use your fingers if you mess up, and to smooth out that line.
And this is something, even if the girls don't have other makeup backstage, they should for sure all have lipstick, because this is something, again, we don't want to share with each other, and two, this tends to get smudged or kind of disappear after we run a piece.
It's something that the girls are going to want to apply, of course, right when they're doing their makeup, but also a lot of times we reapply right before we go on stage. And kind of smooth it in. And we're set to go.
Last thing, Colleen, do you do a final coat of like powder over the whole thing?
It depends. I probably would if I was going on stage because you're sweating. So a lot of times the makeup will sweat right off. So you could go ahead and use that translucent powder to go over everything one more time, just to set everything, especially under the eyes where you put all that eyeliner. It helps to just have a little powder. And then also another little trick that sounds a little crazy. I take a little hairspray, I close my eyes, and I just spray my face, just a couple spritzes of hairspray, just to again set that makeup and so it doesn't start to run.
Good. Let's
Then
take
you're all
one
set.
final look at Colleen. She looks good. Ready for stage.
Ready to go.